Courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson, the Yaqi Romulus polished 316 stainless steel single edge Artist Club 3-piece safety razor. We've got 2 days worth of beard growth, so we're going to build a lather and we're going to have a shave coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet chaters everywhere, it's SmartWithGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. I'm also back with another boom lather. Check that out. We're going to paint that on. I've already got my pre-shave lather in place, courtesy of Sterling Soap Company's pre-shave soap. Boy, that's a good one. We did our pre-shave wash and our pre-shave lather with it. And we are using Henri at Victoria's Cognac and Cuban Cigar shave soap and splash for this shave. A big thank you to David Dart for sending that one along to the channel. Man, oh man, what a great scent. And look at this lather that we've got here. I've got 2 days worth of beard growth, and check that out. Wow, look at that. And we want to get right to the shave because we got a brand new razor in the shave den, courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson. Aaron, thank you very much. It is the Yaqi Romulus polished 316 stainless steel razor, single edge Artist Club razor. Really gorgeous. Man, oh man. It has a 0.70 millimeter blade gap, and we'll put the rest of the specs on screen so you can check those out. This is really terrific. This lather is really terrific, and looking forward to a terrific shave with the razor. All right. There we go, right there. Now, here is the razor. Let me get my hands dried off a little bit. Now, here it is right here. Check that out. Look at that blade alignment right there. Beautiful. A really nice, sleek, and slender razor head. And we are using a feather. Professional Artist Club blade right there, and you just kind of pull them out of the pack like you would an injector razor blade, but instead of injecting it, you have to open up the razor head and drop it in and that sort of thing. So I'm assuming that's a 30-degree angle there to shave with. Really terrific. I like the little bits of knurling here on the neck and towards the bottom. Has some nice heft to it. A really nice, sleek, slender feel to it. We're going to heat this up under some hot water. We're all snugged up and ready to go with this shave. What a great lather. Look at that lather from Henri at Victoria. Thank you, David Dart. And thanks to the folks at Yaqi for sending along the shaving bowl, which is what we're using, and also the Nebula shaving brush. That's a wonderful shaving brush. And I think that's got everything covered here as to what we're using. Alrighty. Okay, 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Some nice blade feel there. I feel that if you really use the front, the top cap here, use that right there, it really helps to smooth out the shave. That acts as a nice guide and allows you to get the proper angle. Now I am checking the razor head. It is nice and snug. Now with an Artist Club razor blade, the razor head, the blade are wider, so it should speed up the process a little bit. You're getting a wider swath of lather and whisker removed. Wow. A lot of nice residual slickness from the Henri at Victoria Cognac and the Cuban Cigars shave soap. There's the label right there. All right, terrific, terrific stuff. Okay, here we go with the upper lip. Well, that's making quick work of it. That's for sure. All right, first pass done. Let's rinse. A nice first pass. I'm just entering socially acceptable shave territory. Not bad at all. Really, pretty good efficiency, to be honest with you. But again, I had 2 days worth of beard growth, but that's pretty darn good. That's a nice first pass, and of course, we take the beard down in stages. So here we go with pass number 2, and boy, does this lather feel better. Now that the lion's share of that whisker has been removed, boy, what a great, wonderful, silky feel on the skin. That's terrific. Wow. Marvelous, 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 marvelous. Love the way these Henri at Victoria shave soaps lather. They make a nice lather. Nice body intensity. A good weight and feel. Not overly heavy, not too light. Yeah, that's marvelous. Marvelous. Okay, yeah. Nice protection there. All right, want to make sure that that is snugged up, and it is. All right, we're going to go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grain. That's nice and smooth. That's very nice and smooth. Interesting that it's kind of moving the lather out of the way there. And that's pretty amazing. For such a slender head, and the lather's just kind of moving away from the blade. That's that's nice. Do a little buff right here. Yeah, got it. All right, we're going to get the upper lip. I think the angle east to west is a little more agreeable than north to south because of the way that you use this razor head and the way you angle and the angle of approach. As I say, it's almost like I am riding the cap here. So I think in east to west, it's a little easier to find that angle. Of course, I'm warming up to it. This is my first shave with it. So it did take a little bit of an adjustment. But I think for the north to south pass, the angle is fine, but I think it's going to be better east to west. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. Did a nice job getting up underneath the nostrils there. And nice job there. Great residual slickness Great residual slickness from the shave soap to allow me to just do a little bit of buffing there on the corners of my mouth and underneath the nostrils. Let's see if I can just, oh yeah. Yeah, I can get that nicely. That's nice. Very, very nice. Second pass done. Let's rinse. It's a nice shave. And the shave is done. Very, very nice result. Right now I'm in upper darn fine shave territory. I'm approaching BBS. Don't try to find the BBS. Let the BBS find you. But two passes, very, very good. We're going to do our final rinse routine. A warm water rinse and a cold water rinse. And then I'll see you on the other side for the alum block. So hang in there with me. Very, very refreshing, and I had to do a lot of rinsing. Very, very slick. Lather from Henri and Victoria's Cognac and Cuban Cigars shave soap. Clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. Great shave. Really nice shave. Really, really nice shave. Great post-shave feel from the Cognac and Cuban Cigars shave soap and lather. Boy, really nice feel. I can run out the door right now. And the scent is marvelous. Wow, a big thank you to David Dart. Let me show you the lather, because this is, well, actually, no, let's not show you the lather. Let's get to the alum block. That's right, we're going to run this under some cold water. This is the Somata alum block. Comes in this wonderful travel case right here. Big thank you to Team Somata for sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share with all of yours. Comes in at a nice price point, and it's a nice, generously sized alum block. Great for the shaved in, great for travel. Give it a look. All right, here we go. There's no stinging. I got a couple of zings here and there. I certainly do. And we'll talk about that, because this is quite the razor. Yeah, just a handful of zings, but nothing to really write home about. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Let me just here. I'm splashing around here. Let me wipe that off. Let me dry that off a little bit there. All right. Okay. Let me dry that off, and then let me just wipe this out here a little bit on the inside. Like I said, I splash around too much. All right. Now we'll set that in there like that, and then that'll dry out the rest of the way. Now let me show you the lather. Check out this lather. I splash a little bit in the lather too, but I can just agitate that, and look how it comes back. That little bit of water really does, just really nice. Check out this lather. Hang on one minute. Let me just give it a little more agitation here, and that'll really bring the body back. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's really, really nice. And again, it's not too heavy. The weight of it is not too heavy, not too light. It's very slick, and it makes a nice lather. Terrific stuff. Check that out. Huh? Yeah, really, really terrific. Like this a lot. And again, the scent is marvelous. This scent is really terrific. Great for an evening night out, dinner and a show, that sort of thing, or really any kind of occasion. But it's just great. Great for the office too. Really works well. Really works well there. Let's go ahead and get some of the aftershave splash here. All right, Cognac and Cuban Cigars, right there. Okay, we're gonna shake it up. I don't know if this has alcohol in it or not. Trying to see here. No, I don't think this has alcohol. Nope, I don't think it does. It's got, well, here, some of this is in French. Okay, we'll find it. We'll find it. I don't think it has alcohol. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and look like French to me. We're going to go ahead and, just to be on the safe side, we will use the Jimmy V method. All right, here we go. Okay, We'll use the Jimmy V method. We'll let the alcohol evaporate. If it has alcohol, I don't think it does. We'll just be on the safe side here. Let the scent emerge. There's the scent. We're slapping on nothing but the good stuff. That's nice. Oh, that feels good. That's got some great skin food ingredients there. Great, great shave. A really, really nice razor. Really, really terrific. Now, here's a couple of my takeaways from this razor. In that, for me, it took a little while to find the proper angle. I think with this razor, you're going to be using that cap right there. In other words, that cap is going to be against your skin, and that's what you're going to be right here. Okay, that's where you're going to be with it, right there. Okay, just like that. Okay, you're going to be riding that cap just a little bit in order to get the correct angle of approach on this blade. You'll feel it. If you're too much here like this, you'll feel it getting rough. If you're up here like this, yeah, it smooths out a little bit. And that, I think, was what threw me off a little bit on the first pass. On the second pass, going east to west, I'm able to line that up a little bit better. And, of course, I'm learning the angle. Now, a .70 millimeter blade gap is very efficient. I'm thinking, for me, I would prefer a .5 rather than a .7. A .5, I think, would be a little more agreeable to my skin. Therefore, I don't know if this is a daily driver for me. I think it's got a nice high efficiency. I think with 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth, I'm pulling this out. And it does a great job, and it gets everything done in 2 passes for me. But as a daily driver, I think I'd want a little less of a blade gap, like a .5, even a little lower. And I think then I would probably get, I would say, I would prefer the milder shave. Let me put it to you that way. But other than that, it's a terrific razor. If your beard and skin type are more demanding than mine, you're going to love this, because I think that .7 millimeter blade gap for a lot of wet shavers out there is right there in the sweet spot. Again, I don't know that this is a daily driver for me. However, now that I think about it, this could be a great razor for a one-pass shave for me, because that efficiency comes into play. And again, I need to use it a few more times to learn that proper angle. And again, we're probably riding that cap on the front there just a little bit in order to get, you're not here. You're not here like this. You're more up here like this. And I think that gives you a smoother swath when you're shaving. At least that's my first impression. But boy, oh boy, this is terrific. It really, really is a terrific, terrific razor with a couple of those caveats there. For me personally, for you, if your beard is a little more demanding than mine, boy, this is a beautiful razor. You're going to love this razor, and especially the wider razor head with the Artist Club razor blade. Really, really terrific. Feels great in the hand. Never slipped once, which is great. So the knurling on the neck and the towards the bottom, just perfect. I mean, it feels great in the hand. Really, really nice feel. Slim, elegant, refined, very gentlemanly. And again, I got to work with it a little more and make sure that I'm hitting that proper blade angle when I'm doing my north to south pass. Again, up underneath the nose, I don't think that angle works quite as well as it did east to west. But just really a nice razor. So if .70 millimeter blade gap is in your wheelhouse, you're going to love this razor. If you prefer something a little milder, might not be a daily driver for you if your beard type is like mine. But, that aside, it's a marvelous razor, and it still gave me a great shave. Look at that. No nicks, no cuts, no irritation. And yeah, this is going to be a BBS finish, yeah. So I guess, you know what? Maybe I need to work with it, and I need to make sure that I'm on the proper angle. And maybe that .7 millimeter blade gap, .70 millimeter blade gap is a moot point. Maybe because I got to familiarize myself with the correct angle of approach when I shave with it. But yeah, it's a terrific, terrific razor. A big, big thank you to Aaron Watson. Aaron, thank you again very, very much. The Yaqi Romulus polished 3/16 stainless steel single edge Artist Club 3-piece safety razor. Give it a look. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. There it is, the Yaqi Romulus polished 3/16 stainless steel single edge Artist Club razor, 3-piece safety razor. Again, a big thank you to Aaron Watson. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.